Thank you. Mr. Chartrand.
Thank you very much for inviting me to be. I would recommend a bigger table next time, just at the edges you're falling off. So I'd be appreciated if I'm ever invited back. I have with me, of course, my head of economic development, national initiatives, Lauren Pelchy in the back, who actually does fluent in French also. I do apologize in that for the chance to translate this all in French before I got here. I had it completed yesterday in my 5-minute presentation. But let me start. Thanks for the invitation to present today on Bill C-5, and in particular the Building Canada Act. The MF is the national government of Red River Métis and represent our citizens' rights, claims, and interests, no matter where they live, inside and outside of Manitoba. The Red River Métis are Canada's negotiating partner in Confederation and founders of Manitoba. We're the only Indigenous people to bring a province into Canada. As Canada's partner, we have special interest in ongoing success and integrity of our country. As partners, we protected the borderlands at the 49 parallel and enlisted by the masses to fight for our freedoms and protect democracies in World War I and II and the Korean War. Many paid the ultimate sacrifice, and we will continue to protect our country and take a strong stand in the face of conflict. We are told that Indigenous partnership is at the heart of this legislation. We take this to mean that there will be Red River Métis First Nations and Inuit participation, but it's not obvious where and when and how we will participate. We know that while not included in this legislation, this government has also signaled investments in clean and conventional energy, affordable housing, and urban development, as well as defense and sovereignty. These are all issues of national import, and we will expect to be included as they roll out. What is clear is that Canada will be asking a lot from us to support this bill and contribute to the nation-building efforts. But trust between Canada and our nation has eroded. In 1870, in establishing Manitoba, the Red River Métis negotiated a unique treaty that included land for our families and children. Subsequently, we were not recognized by Canada as a people or nation, nor did we receive the land. It was a dark time in Canada's history. In its ruling in unfulfilled Métis land grant section of the Manitoba Act 1870, the Supreme Court of Canada held that the ongoing rift in the national fabric that Section 31 was adopted to cure remains unremedied, and that the unfinished business of reconciliation of the Métis people with Canadian sovereignty is a matter of national and constitutional import, as said by the Supreme Court. In 2024, Canada, the Red River Métis Self-Government Recognition and Implementation Treaty is the first Métis modern treaty and an important step towards reconciliation with the Red River Métis. However, the treaty will not come into force until implementation legislation is passed. As Canada seeks to strengthen the Federation, part of the effort should be devoted to remedy that rift in the national fabric and the unfinished business of reconciliation with our citizens. When I return home, my people will ask, how can we ensure this bill won't disregard our Section 35 rights, walk back the advancements and near completion of our treaty, nor negate the hard-fought progress on our land claim? Moving to put our treaty into force and settling our land claim should be recognized as a national interest and should also be fast-tracked, as these would give us more tools to invest in these major projects. The MMF and its citizens are pro-growth. Bill C-5 will contribute to the economic transformation of Canada. These measures will provide the tools and the investment resources to continue to build Manitoba, the Western Province, and indeed Canada. We welcome projects that will diversify markets, such as the Arctic Gateway Trade Corridor, and other projects that will uphold Canada's security and sovereignty. We are no stranger to participating in major projects in recent years. We've worked with Enbridge, Manitoba Hydro on workforce participation, are currently developing wind energy projects, are building higher density affordable housing, and construction of high efficiency and high yield carbon offset projects where we will be growing 160 million trees in the coming decades. And we are the major players in the revitalization of downtown Winnipeg. I invite you to ask more questions on these projects after my presentation. However, access to capital for these projects remain a serious obstacle. We have land and shovel-ready projects, and we're prepared to invest part of our future land claim settlement into these projects. We will support this legislation, and we're ready to walk side by side with Canada, as well as the province and territories in its implementation. We should not take lightly the threat that is coming from the South. The United States are looking at our natural resources. In my speech going back 20 years, I said that water is the fight of the future and is now coming. Trump has started an economic war with Canada to beat us and to bring us down. The Red River Métis will kneel for no one. We stand with you. Let's stand together.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Nous allons